John Coleman, if there's one thing I know about you, it's that you love a 1-0. How happy are you with that victory over Bolton today?
You know me, 1-0 to the Arsenal. Funny football, really. It never ceases to amaze me. I mean, we had a little bit of luck first half. Toby's made a great save. They missed a couple of chances that you'd expected to take. We've had one or two ourselves. It was a good game, you know. Both teams trying to win the game. A little bit nervy on the back of recent results, I suppose. But second half, we showed a different side that I haven't seen of us this season for a full half, really. We kept them at arm's length. We defended really well. We competed for every ball fairly. And you know, even the lads who were on bookings didn't pull out of any challenges. You know, they were all-hearted in their approach, and consequently, we kept a very dangerous Bolton side who looked dangerous in the first half and had some good chances. We kept them at bay, we kept them at arm's length, and they didn't really hurt us in the second half. Now, our defence has been much maligned, so you know you should give them the praise that they deserve today. I have to praise you like I should, as Fatboy Slim once said. But also Toby, you know, people are quick to jump on goalkeeping errors. No more so than me, by the way. And that's a match-winning save. You know, and that's sometimes your keepers need to chip in with one of them. Just like people can score 30 yards rockets, that's as good as a 30-yard rocket for me. Outstanding save, and it's won us the game. But you know, there's so much football that gets governed by a bit of luck, bounce of the ball here and there. And you know, today I thought we earned our luck because of how hard we worked.
I believe Tommy Lee had only trained a couple of days. To come back in, to play the way he did, to get the winning goal, you must be very pleased.
Yeah, 2 training sessions with Tommy. One of them was a fun session on the plastic. And then we did a little bit of work on the shape yesterday. I must take my hat off to our coaches, you know, particularly Jimmy and John, for how well they drilled the players today. You know, I had a little say in it as well. But all the players knew the jobs, and that's down to hard work from them too, particularly, and how hard they work when they go away from the ground as well. So it's not just what they do here, but when they go home and they study the opposition and they come up with a plan for, you know, make no bones about it, we have had a leaky defence. So, you know, I thought the lads knew the jobs today, and that's tantamount to John and Jim.
Was it a big call to change the system?
I think we thought about it long and hard. I mean, we wanted to be more aggressive. We wanted to go 3 up front. Last time we played 3 up front, they ended up playing like fullbacks. So we thought, you know, Jovan more of a threat, and he played well today, Jovan. He constantly threatened them behind. His touch was good, and he got more involved. I was delighted for John coming on up there as well. He had an impact in the game. Very, very lively, very fresh, and was a handful. And that's what you want after players. You know what you're going to get from Colby. It's like a tin of beans, isn't it? You know what's going to be in them.
Second tin of beans reference in a week, weirdly.
Yeah.
It's not all good news, though, is it? No Seamus Keneally, no Harry Powell. What's the situation there?
Harry's sick. That shouldn't be too long. 2 big blows for us this week. You know, Seamus carried on Tuesday, possibly shouldn't have. You don't know whether the damage already is done, so we can't label too much blame or apportion any blame on that. But you know, we've got to be mindful of him, and he'll probably be out for 4 weeks, 5 weeks. But Joel was a big blow. Joel Mumbongo, which slipped over in training yesterday, and he's torn his knee ligaments, so he's probably going to be out for the season. Which, you know, it's a blow for Burnley as well as us, and it's a shame really because he's smashing lad. My heart goes out to him for that.
Is that needs scans and needs further assessment?
He's had the scans and he has torn. So.
And Sean McConville today seemed to be pretty clear that he couldn't carry on. Do you know what the situation is?
It's a dead leg, and I've had it myself loads of times. You get a dead leg, when you get a bad one, you just can't run, and no matter how you try to run it off, you can't run it off. So, you know, he gave us as best as he could, Sean. And I thought he led from the front today as a good captainship. Delighted for young Josh Woods getting on today. Another one in the 23s, which has paid dividends. You couldn't meet a nicer lad. He's been doing well for the 23s as well. And you know, just seeing us, the smile on his face coming off of the end clap of the fans, that you know, that makes you, the bad days that you have in these jobs, that makes up for them.
7 of your starting 11 today, 23 or younger. Is that something you can be really proud of as an individual, as a club?
I think you'd have to be. I think you'd have to be, and you know, that's not unfortunate, but you know, the nature of the beast. That's the way we've got to approach it. And listen, I know any kids that I put in, they'll run themselves into the ground. You look at how Liam Coyle's come of age in a short space of time he's been in the team. It was like a permanent fix, you know. One of the things that really surprised me today was the reaction of the Bolton fans at half time. You know, Bolton had pinned us back, made a couple of chances, and you know, to see them shouting at the manager and their players coming off, and you know, they've got a promotion last year. They've had some unbelievable results this season, and I think that's totally unwarranted. And it surprised me really, because the atmosphere that they generated here, they're a smashing bunch of fans, and so you know, the noise they made, you know, it was exhilarating, and they should use that energy to galvanise the team, because the team were feeding off it in the first half, and I think, you know, the manager doesn't deserve that at half time coming off. You know, particularly how well they've done, and how well they've, you know, getting promoted last year, and how well they've done this season. So I think, you know, people should have a reality check sometimes.